Hi, students. This is just a short video on the subject design fundamentals. This is a common subject that runs across all the courses. Every design course, freshman will have to do this subject. It's a compulsory subject, and it's meant for students to have an understanding of art and design because students come from different schools in Singapore. Yep. And some may be art students, some may not be art students. So it levels the playing field a little bit. Okay, basically, for your information, because of the coronavirus situation, this subject is always face-to-face and we can talk to lecturers. But now, because of this, we have to go online. So I ask for your understanding and patience because there will be situations where we need to sit down and talk, and we can do that through MS Teams. Because there are 25 students, it's very difficult to go through at once, but we will, during class time, try to talk to everyone at least once. Okay, so just take your time, be patient about it. When you log into LMS, there will be a few files and you can open them and study them while the lecturer tries to go through with the other students and talk along the way. In a class situation, it's also the same. All the students will individually talk to the lecturer and ask and discuss. Okay, just an overview for you to understand what this subject is about. If you have any doubts, please note them and talk to your lecturer about it. The subject is called Design Fundamentals, and there are basically 3 components to be handed in. There is actually nothing more than that. So just have it noted down. Component 1 is 50% exercises, which means these are drawing and color exercises. It has to be done. Traditionally, we do, and we put it in here, just a folder for safety. But for online, we may need to send it in. So look out for the link. Component 2, it's a group project. Students traditionally would go as a group to visit the National Museum. For this subject, for this assignment, because it's online, we ask for you to visit the museum online and look for the work that you have to do and then produce a PowerPoint. Only 7 slides PowerPoint, it's quite short. So traditionally, we will ask about 5 students to work together on 1 slide presentation, which is only 7 slides. Again, the submission is online. Third component, taking up 30%, is called the assignment. Right? We'll show you in a separate video what this one is about. Okay. Again, component 1, 2, 3. Exercises is a collection of work drawn on A3 paper, put in a portfolio for safety. You don't have to buy this if you don't want to. Component 2 is 1 PowerPoint. Component 3 is a final assignment, which we will show you in another video. Okay? Now, let me run through this so you have an idea of what has to be done. Now, before we open up the portfolio for your viewing, we have in the LMS other documents. Please open them up and study them individually. Now, there's this one called Design Fundamentals, the lesson plan. Lesson plan tells you what has to be done by the days, right? In every week, you have 2 lessons. So technically, you're supposed to be attending 2 lessons every day, and these are the work to be done. If I lift up the paper slowly, you have a look at it. You can, on your own screen, enlarge. Now, drawing exercise number 1, 4, 5, these are all explained in the files, so don't worry about it too much. Now, for this week, what you do is follow the numbers, do the work, and then keep it one side. Now, in this subject, we do not ask for any work to be handed in until the end of the subject. So you can just continue working on it, improving it, right? Because we understand you may not be familiar with drawing, etc. Okay. In another file, there's what we call the brief. Exercises, A3, portfolio, or art file. Down here, all the details telling you what you have to do, explaining what it is about. Please read through this. This one, it's called 101 Things in Design Fundamentals. Now, down here, it tells you, look at the number here. It says 1. Now, 1 is required to be done in the first lesson. So you can follow the examples. Down here is the task. It tells you what to do, right? And then down here, you have the links. Now, these documents are all in the lesson 1 file. There are about 5 documents at least. So look through them. Now, in case you are thinking there's a lot of work to be done, how do we do it? I'm a bit worried. This is new to me. Don't. This is a special situation. Because of the virus situation, we are going online. There are certain problems that you will encounter. You could not just talk to us quickly, face to face, etc. You have to go online and talk to us. Yes, we understand that. So we will not be collecting finished work until the end of this subject. So you have time to touch up and all that. And because you're also new to this, you will face a little bit of confusion. That's normal. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to put this aside and then run you through what has to be done. Remember, all the files there are in your LMS. Open up, look at it slowly, and then you will try to understand what's happening there. If at the end you're still not sure, bring your questions to your lecturers. Okay, traditionally, the work will be put in a file. This is quite messy. Roseanne. This is an untouched student file. She is a hardworking student, so there's a lot of work she has done. Now, let me run you through this, and if you're not sure, you could pause the video and then enlarge and check out what has been done and all that kind of thing, so you have an idea of what needs to be done. This puts you at ease. Right. This is a A3 folder. Now, some students may say, look, I'm running out of A3 paper at home because I didn't buy new paper. Fine. Because of the virus situation, you can use A4. Just space them out. Be creative. You don't have something, then you substitute something. But let's discuss this, okay? Now, you can see when the file opens, this is what the student does. Now, later when you read it against your notes, you will find out. First lesson, okay, class activity 1. Okay, you can write this here so you know what's happening, keep track. And then what you do is you practice on these elements. Now, the practice work now here helps you understand a little bit of how to make an item where the sun hits or the light source hits and then you get shadows and all. It makes the thing look realistic. These are practice in class. Now, if you are not an art student, you should practice even more, right? Okay. And then you can see that they try different ways, different elements. These requirements are all written in the files. So we'll just run through this quickly. Then there are practice drawings of different things found around the house. Again, now this student has chose to put everything together in a grouping. Now this is good practice and with light source coming from different places. Write out the title so we know what's happening. And then we go on to organic stuff. Okay, page number 2 for organic. Now 5 organic forms. She chooses to draw different items and she does a lot more because I think she likes drawing. Okay, then after that you have pictures of hand parts and everything. Now again, these are written inside your file. You have to open the file and compare against what's here, so you know what has to be done. Okay, human being, side view, front view, full-size human being. This is an assignment where the person, you photocopy a piece of paper or you cut out from a magazine, your K-pop star, friend, idol, and then the other half is being done with pencil. Now, up till now, you're only using pencil. It could be any pencil. My recommendation is if you can use a 6B or 4B, that would be good because it's soft, easy to handle, and you can rub it a little bit. No, but then it's your choice because you may not have these pencils at home. But the idea is do as best as you can using what's available. Okay, we go on to the perspective. Now, the lessons go very quickly and every day we have something new. Again, you may say, I can't finish this within the time. Now, not to worry, because like I said, we do not ask for work to be handed up right now and then. You can improve. You can just draw little squares and then find time to shape. That's fine with us. Okay, this one is about perspective. 1 point perspective, draw your room. 2 point perspective, just to draw the squares to find out how you draw perspective. Now, 2 point, she does again. She does one picture and then she thinks she wants to try a little bit differently with shading, fine. Okay, and then more pictures. Now, in design school, we do not discourage people who do more. In fact, people who do more practice, you'll always be better. Okay, and then she tries different pens in drawing. Okay, now basically here, we are done with the drawing part. Then we go on to coloring. Same thing, in coloring, you have to do work. Yeah. Now, we have given you colors. You have taken it, at the briefing. And those colors, we only gave you those 5 colors. You have to mix them. The whole idea is for you to try out an experiment. And from those 5 colors, basically you have magenta, cyan, and yellow. And if you mix them, yellow and cyan, you can see, yellow plus yellow and cyan, you get green. And then after, in between green and cyan, you get this color. So it's something that you explore, okay? Now, when you're doing this exercise, we've got templates here. See, this is a template, it's in your LMS. So these templates are in your LMS, just take them out and paint. Print them out and paint. Now, you may say, hey, look, I don't have a printer at home. Okay, that's fine. If you don't have a printer, then just draw it out on a piece of paper. And then stick it on. That's also fine, because we are aware that during this period there may be some problems with materials. Okay, and then as we go on, we have this little assignment where you from white to dark, and then you choose a color, and then you just add different bits of color. There are helper words here: add white, add gray, add black, and then you get these tones. These are practice work. Okay, then we have different color exercises. And then if you go on to your week by week PowerPoint, we have exercises where, for example, we ask you to cut pictures of blue color items, blue pillows, blue background, blue light, what do you call it? Sunshine, no, blue outdoor. I think this is glass or some plastic material. And then you got blues represented in some items. Then what does blue mean? It tells us faithful, truth, confidence, intelligence. Is that what it is? You have to do a little assignment like that, okay? Where different colors represent certain words. Okay. Now, use this video if you're not sure to look at what the student has done before, and then you could just have a frame of reference. Nicely laid out. Okay, yellow means energy, positive, joy, loyalty, and then yellow pineapple, balloons, bananas. Okay. Then of course there are in different lessons they're talking about elements of design, principles of design. We want you to try and understand it. So look up. There will be video links where you look up, and then you'll check what are the elements of design. There are 7 elements: color, value, space, etc. And what item do you use to represent this? Okay, the requirements are written in the files. Okay, and it goes on and on. Now, up till here, this file completely from the front, pencil, drawing work, a little bit of color here and there, then to color work. Color work. All these are part of your portfolio, and it's under the original art folder portfolio grading. There you go. Component 1, 50% exercises. These comprise the drawing and the color work. Okay. Now, behind there's all these, we also ask for the final assignment research. Only the research will be put in here. Now, this is because it's safe to put everything together, A3 in the folder. And then this is research by the student into the final assignment. We'll talk a little bit more about this later. Okay, now as I flip to the back, it says last page papers that I redo. This student is a hardworking student. When she started off, she felt her drawing was not very good. So what she did was she redid a lot of work. Yeah, see the thickness here? Redo, but I tell them, I said, look, put it inside so we know that you have been hardworking and redoing. We want to see your improvement as well. Okay, so we won't talk anymore about the assignments, which we'll talk in another video, okay? Yep. Now, before I go, again, just in case you're still confused and not very sure, component 1, 50%. This one, we ask for the exercises to be put in this, what we call portfolio, or what we call an art folder, 50%. Now, 50% means that it's the drawing in pencil, the color work, and a bit of the assignment has to be put in, okay? Yep. Component 2, we will not talk about it because this is a project where you go online with your friend to the museum and then look at artwork and report on it. That one, we have given you an example, so we won't show it here. Okay. In the next video, I will talk a little bit more about the assignment. Yep. Hi students. We in the first video that you saw earlier in lesson 1, you noticed that we have talked about component 1, 2, and 3. I'd like to show you another portfolio of work. Okay. Usually, when in a normal face-to-face class, the students would bring the portfolio, then we can sit and start talking about, how to improve and what to do and all that kind of thing. Now, you are looking at a good student's work, and you could use this as a frame of reference. Now, you have any trouble, what you do is you could keep your questions and ask the lecturer through MS Teams or other method. But of course, the video links are there for you to practice, and in design, you really need to practice. Yeah, there's no way of being better overnight. It's just through practice. Okay, but don't worry, it's not also what you say a complete design or art kind of subject. There are other things to do as well, which does not require drawing. Okay, there is doing PowerPoints and there's also construction of the final assignment. Now let me just show you another student's work. Okay, this page starting, you have your practice, hatching, shading, well, I call this rattan and this squiggles. The whole idea is for you to have from light to darker. Okay, these are just methods. But usually what we do is we do shading. Shading is very easy because you've been doing it from primary school. Okay, what you do is light comes from here, darker, darkest. This gives it a 3D look. Okay, and then we ask for drawing of various things that you like. Now students choose. Some of these are quite difficult to draw. Putting together in a set. Now in design fundamentals, this design subject, you're free to choose within the boundaries, the constraints. We will tell you what we want you to do and you will try to work around it. Certain people want to show different sides of their work, artistic styles, etc. Okay? So basically these are things that will be done. Use this video as a guide if you're not sure. We ask for organic forms. Usually people will do fruits, and our student here decided to do a shell, which is organic, but it's much more difficult. Flowers, fantastic. This succulent plant is beautiful, well done. Yep. Okay, and then these are organic as well, extra. And then drawing of the human faces, human face. Now, when you look at this, you may say, oh, I can't do this, it's a bit difficult. Yes, human faces are very difficult to draw. Yep. That's why we encourage you to practice a bit more. Although you may not improve dramatically, there's still always room for improvement, right? Okay. This assignment here asks for you to stick a piece of photocopy, complete the person's face. Yep. Okay. Then we jumped on to perspective, drawing squares using 1-point perspective. Many of you have done this in secondary school, especially the D&T students. Yeah, this may prove to be very easy for you. So some students, what they do is they try different things, put shading, do more difficult drawings, yeah. And then the practice drawing perspective 1 and 2 points. All these we have the video links. You can go to them and the guys online can show you. You'll see the video and how to construct and all that. Now this student decided to do, I think this is a Taj Mahal, and 1 point perspective, radiating from 1 point, wonderful piece of drawing. Yep. The trees a little bit look like lollipops. Huh? Yep. Okay, and then in the assignments, we also ask for you to choose things to draw. We recommend, since you already drawn faces, to draw parts of the face, yeah, to improve upon that. So hands, etc. and all. Yep. And then student choose to draw different things. Well, the whole idea is to show your skills. So within what we asked for you to draw, he has done organic drawings of these items, insects, sea animals. Okay. Then remember we were talking about the coloring exercises. This one makes you mix colors and then experiment and explore. You know, because these you could use the templates, or if you don't have a color printed at home, well, just basically draw these patterns up and color them in. Usually we ask students to, you know, because it's very difficult to paint on the template itself. So what you do is you mix the paint on another piece of paper and you find a good one, cut it out and stick it on. Yep. Okay, then there's a little assignment that says, okay, talk about the color red. It's under color psychology. Item number 31. It's in the brief, you have to do it. So what he did was choose items that represent red, and then down here, a bright, soft, vibrant color that brings about prosperity, fortune. Yes, we want you to cut pictures that have red color and the explanation words on the side. So this student had chosen to do it this way. Yep. By doing this assignment, you get to read about what the colors are about and psychology behind it, etc. Okay, turquoise, gray, brown. Okay. Then there is a design elements number 35. Take note of this number. Whatever you do, the number, in the notes, they will tell you what has to be done, what it is about, and then if you're not sure, you just go to the video links to check out what is happening. Now, in this period of the coronavirus, we have to do many things online, and that's how we got to do this subject. Traditionally, we will still meet face-to-face, and things can be a little bit easier, but right. So design elements, there are 7 of them. So space, shape, dots, and then you choose pictures and stick them on. All right. And principles of design, number 36, using pictures to represent unity, pictures to represent dominance, rhythm. So in the assignment, it says principles of design, what it is. So these are the principles. Yeah, and then you use words to represent what it is. Okay, little exercises there again. Choose your own graphic, a logo or something, and then brilliant chromatic color, what it is. What's a brilliant chromatic color? Read the helper words, check out the links, and you'll know what to apply for here. For example, okay, brilliant chromatic colors with white outline. Well, there's a white outline here. Yep. With black outline here, and then you choose as a color. Then what are the words association? Yep. Again, an assignment where elements and design principles, you choose an original picture, and then from there you design or you create different pictures to represent the particular element and design principle. Okay, so for example, the original is this, and then you want to represent using dots and shape. This is his interpretation. Okay, size and form, lines coming down to represent the same picture, different representations. Okay. Yep, you can pause the video and look at this, what people have done in ways of presentation. Okay. This again, we will discuss in another video what the final assignment is. Now remember, drawing here, drawings, color exercises, and the assignment research are all placed in the portfolio. I mean, this is good for safekeeping, yeah? Okay. Okay, students, Third, portfolio, student's portfolio that I'm showing you. So just to give you more examples so you know what's happening, this is from a good student. Yep. She has printed this to say what she has done and all that kind of thing. This is a good student, very good control of pencil. Yep. And little words here to explain what they are drawing. It's always good to put words and say what this is, helpful words. Yep. And hatching, shading, little squiggles, how do you get from white to dark. The assignment where we asked them to draw man-made items, so she drew a camera and then in different positions, which is good. In one group, the elements, now all these lead to practicing to help you become better at drawing. Okay, then there's organic. In the previous one, you saw the student was drawing seashells. This student decided to do lemon, some fruits and strawberry. So you can see the detail, fine work. She's a good student. She wants to, and she's been doing quite good work. Yeah. Wow, ice cream. I think it's a cupcake or something. I think this is a brush, and this is a bit of paint. But anyway, you can see the detail here is very good. Now, certain assignments you can see in the file. The exercises only ask for straightforward drawing, but depending on what you want to do, like I said, we don't discourage quality work. We will not discourage students from doing more. It's always great to do more. Now, this student has decided to do more in terms of the shading and all that kind of thing. Yep. We asked for the student to draw a person, and yes, that's a person. This is again a picture where half the face is a photocopy, and then the other half is continuation using pencil. This is done with pencil. Okay, now the student added a little man down here running around. Okay, that's fine. 1 point perspective, 2 point perspective, 1 point perspective of a room, not happy, do another one, and this one is with the details of her room. I mean, I do not know what you have in your room. You could draw anything and then put a lion in there, that's fine with me, but it's the perspective work that goes in. So student is doing more. Okay, and then she added stuff, animals, parts of the human face. The detailing is excellent. When we look at this and we say, wow, this is great. Put in a lot of time into it. This is work of a good student, okay? And this piece was, the student did this in secondary school. That's fine with us, She put it there and she told us, I did this in secondary school. I want to put it in here to show you what I've done before. That's fine, just let us know. Okay, again, the color assignments. Yep, color assignments. Yep, right. And now, this is a bit messy, but yes, but it still meets the brief. Items, color, value, voila. I mean, voila. Okay, extra here. This student has decided to add extra work in here just to let us know what's happening. In design school, you could add in extra work that you do on your free time. That's fine with us. Okay,